Hello and welcome. You see I have no makeup on, and today's video, as you've seen, is a get ready with me where I want to talk about, well, shady brand or shop behavior. There is actually something that has happened, and if you do not follow me on Instagram, you have no fucking clue what happened. So I am here to enlighten you and let you take part of the makeup drama that is currently happening or that did happen. In my opinion, it's actually still happening because this topic to me is still not done. I'm also combining this a bit with a testing makeup video. So I do have some items that I want to use for the very first time or that I have used a couple times, but maybe I haven't showed it yet, something like that. So quite an interesting mix today. Grab yourself a drink, a snack, whatever. I'm kind of sensing that this is going to be long. Oh, and by the way, my skin is acting up again, but of course that was going to happen because whenever I talk about how good my skin is doing, it starts to act up like a little bitch. Honestly, I don't even know where to really start. Okay, let's just start by the fact that in 2024, content creation is a proper job. There are a lot of people who make a lot of money with this, and there are also a lot of people who spend a lot of money on this, specifically brands, shops, whatever. And depending on how deep you are involved into social media contexts and happenings, you are probably well aware of the fact that the beauty industry is not the only one who does this. Like gaming, sports, food, in general, cooking too, homeware, furniture, clothing, hiking, outside activities. It doesn't matter what topic we are talking about, there is a social media market for that. And when there is a social media market for a certain topic, then be sure there are a lot of euros and dollars and Australian dollars and yen and whatever wandering through different bank accounts. Because let's be honest, if you are a content creator of a certain size, you can get a lot of money. There are orientation tables in the internet, but I think with my size, with 1,500 subscribers, by the way, thank you, it's insane. Even I can ask for a couple €100 just for a ad placement in the beginning of a video. It is insane. And I also believe that a lot of content creators just develop a certain kind of confidence in that and in the fact that what they are doing maybe started off as a fun hobby, but it turned into a job that is paying their rent, food on the table, their cars, their houses, their handbags. By the way, this is my last palette of ultra shame. Ultra shame means that this palette is, I think, now 7 months old and I haven't touched it. I ordered this when I ordered the last time from Colourpop. This was in their Black Friday or Halloween mystery box. I don't know. I ordered around that timeline. I think it was Black Friday because they had good sales as every year. And the of Melrose is not really my type of color, but honestly, that shade Fairfax is one of those oil spilly shades, so that is reason enough to keep it actually. So I want to do finally a look with this palette that I haven't touched since I got it. But as I said, it's the last super shame palette because every other palette that I haven't touched yet is bought this year. So let's do a look with this. And when you start being a content creator, you start out, you start out to reach out to brands. That is what I do. Nearly every weekend, I take about an hour and sometimes more to research brands, to write emails, to introduce myself, to contact brands, to maybe follow up with brands, something like that. At a certain size, that turns around and brands are contacting these creators. But when you start out, you need to do something to make yourself visible. And we definitely have to make then a bit of a difference between the business relationships that a content creator is forming with a brand. PR is not a gift. PR is a business exchange. Most of the time, brands will send PR and do not expect any content. For example, with Nomad, they said, we sent you this, but you do not have to make content. Of course, I will do content because I get views, and Nomad Cosmetics, for them, it's also a win situation. The PR that I got from Haggard, I contacted Haggard. We talked about what I want, what I can do for them, how I do my posts. They just wanted to know a bit about me and how my posts are done and what they can expect from any further relationship that we have. They agreed, they liked that, and they sent me PR. Will I get PR from them again? I don't know. Maybe I just have to ask them again. Then there are brands or shops, not only brands, where you maybe get PR from them, but you also have an affiliate code with them. That means you make money out of that affiliation with them, either through a code or through a link. And to get affiliated with a brand or with a shop, you either have to contact them, they contact you, or they have a special platform where they operate on and you can apply through that. For example, I actively applied for the Game Beauty one. I actively applied for Natasha Denona, for V Cosmetics, for what else am I affiliated with, for Gloss Gods. They didn't contact me. I applied for that. And I was approved by their social media team. What I, for example, not applied for was Hanix, the brand that I got these lenses from that you hopefully saw my cool video last week. They contacted me actually and were asking, hey, we would love to send you some stuff in exchange for a post. And here is where I want to start. This is a very, very common question, and I do not want to criticize that because depending on the size, this can be a very, very good entry level to a longer business relationship. For the contact lenses, I agreed on that. I'm fully fine with that because it's contact lenses. I can use them for quite a while. And to me, I saw also the advantages of having these colored contacts because I can do really cool looks with that. And honestly, the black and the red, I loved it. There are brands and shops out there who may be contact creators or who specifically are looking for creators that will do work for them. Work meaning swatch videos, showcasing a product, looks, tutorials, whatever. A lot of the times you see from some creators these posts with those beautiful swatches and everything is blingy and shiny, and they have that written, for example, in their Instagram caption that this post is paid content for the brand XYZ. It is also very common these days that when you do a nice post and a brand sees that and they like what you are doing, that they will pay you after you've done the post. And when you think about it that way, that a content creator is basically a freelancer, then you might also see the fact that every time a content creator is mentioning a brand, that has two sides. Side number one is for that creator, they most of the time want attention from the brand, from the social managers of the brand, that they see the post and that they get in touch with that creator. From the brand's view, this is free marketing. This is free ads. They didn't pay anything. Maybe even they saw beautiful swatches and they're like, cool, nice. Good marketing for a brand. For example, everything that I did for Made by Mitchell, I was not paid for. I'm not on their PR list. I don't have a code with them. Nothing. I try to finance it back through affiliate links that I get through ShopMy. They have like a contract with Beauty Bay, and every time you use my ShopMy link, I get a certain commission depending on the shop. And I think this topic is really matching now because in the last Controversy Friday, we talked about, is it okay for brands to share content of a creator on their brand's website, maybe even without asking? And a lot of you were like, they have to ask, but honestly, in fact, just sharing is not okay. And you are completely fine with also disagreeing on that because you are not paid for this. You did work, but if they want to use it for their ads, for their own marketing, pay the creator. And now just imagine the following scenario. And I will give you screenshots in a second. I just want to paint the picture. Now imagine there is a shop out there who gets a lot of buzz, especially in Europe. And now imagine that brand, or that shop, that's better, they are looking for content creators who do swatches and looks with the products out of their shop for free. You're not paid in money. The only payment you get are the products, or maybe discounted products for you. How does that feel? Is it kind of tickling something in you? Does it make you a bit aggressive? Are you like, okay, where's the thing? I will tell you where's the thing. Just imagine you in your work. Maybe you are in an office job. Let's say you work just as me. You work for a mobile company. You know, my employer is not the mobile company. I work in a service field, but we do, for example, do things for that mobile company here in Germany. And now just imagine you work there and instead of getting paid every month, all you get is maybe a new phone every other year. Or you only get a discount on your phone contract, on your mobile phone contract. And that is all the payment that you get. Is that fair pay when you work full-time for them? Even not full-time, maybe even you work just like 10 hours for them. Is that okay-ish? I don't think so. That nobody would do this. But in the social media world, apparently that is okay to ask for. So let me introduce you to Monolit shop. I have talked about this shop a couple times already here on this channel because before this happened, I was fully behind them. I was backing them, I was recommending them, and I was mentioning them, although I had nothing from that. And if you're a lazy ass just like me, let me read that to you. Attention indie lovers, we're looking for indie makeup lovers, influencers, bloggers, etc. in Europe who put their heart and soul into their makeup, are in a good mood, and simply love indie brands. Great start, isn't it? Beautiful. I was instantly catched. Requirements, heart and soul, and not quotas or follower lust. Before we move on with the next point, let that sink in. They are basically looking for very passionate content creators who do not do this for the follower count, who just do this out of passion. Next requirement, 4,000 followers plus no fakes, of course. Anybody else is seeing how this doesn't match up here? 400 plus posts. As if the quantity of posts is defining how good your quality is. Honestly, no. There is like no correlation between that. Can make great and appealing or funny stories, videos, photos of products. So you are also asking for a certain skill level here in photo and videography, and of course for good personality. Okay, check that off. And now it comes. You're doing this because you love indie brand products. We are not paying anyone off. It is the same as if you were working for McDonald's or you want to work for McDonald's and they're saying in their like, you know, where they search for new workers. How's it called in English? I have no clue. It doesn't matter. We're looking for people who are just loving fast food, who put their heart and soul into the new Big Mac. We're looking for people who love to build burgers. We're not paying you for doing this for the customers. Like, is that okay? It fucking is not. Plus point YouTube or TikTok channel. So you're also, in the best case, having somebody with a multi-social media presence. We offer free products for your advertising and coupon code. Post with tags from you on our own platform. I don't know, but nothing can. I cannot work with so much gratefulness. Come on, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, how shady is this offer? You guessed right, 15. Talking about something positive, this is the Ritual the Feet Creature of Light Moonlit Creature Glowing Serum Illuminizer Primer Base, whatever. A lot of people asked me to try this, and here I am now, and you see me applying it. The thing is, when I saw this, even though I have not 4,000 followers plus, I immediately wrote a DM to Monolit shop because I have shopped from them a lot of times. I gave them a lot of fucking money in the past year. But then, like, my message was there like for an hour or so. They saw this, didn't react immediately. Okay, fine, that's cool. But then I came back to their stories and I read it again. And I read the German one because they are not native English speakers. Maybe that's why I didn't understand this at the first reading. And then I saw the German one. And then I read that again, where it just literally says, yeah, you get a free product and in exchange, you do now our marketing. They then posted, hi lovelies, thank you 1,000 times for all your interest. We had hundreds DMs with applications and recommendations. You guys are amazing. We are now searching until Sunday, like 13 or okay, this 13 means 1 p.m. Like if you are writing international, then please do your research. And then we will close the search and start the evaluation days after. We take time for that, so please be patient. We have also looked at many profiles and not replied, but that's still to come and could mean that something might come of it. Okay. Happy weekend. Thanks again. Blah, 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 blah. I immediately after that did a story actually talking about this and just basically just puking, like throwing up in the stories, and just talked about, am I crazy? Is this shady? Is it not? And so many of you replied telling me how shady this is. And shortly after that, another Instagram account called Smilla L Art, I will link her down below, she posted that in her stories too, and spoke out how shady this is. By the way, look what I have here. The Tier Red Cushion Foundation. Yeah, this is the shade 13N. And I'm really not sure if this is matching. Could be, could not, I don't know. I've never used a cushion foundation and I don't feel very comfortable with this. But it is what it is. I want to try it at least. She spoke out against this too. We got into touch a bit, and she then wrote Monolit shop a message telling her basically her view on this, and I thought this was a great move, so I did the same. So let me look it up. By the way, I'm quite surprised that I'm not blocked by Monolit Shop. So I wrote them. Honestly, this is beyond shady of you. I initially sent you a DM of interest too, but deleted it after I read it twice and 3 times. You are asking creators to create free content for you to use. You deny paying them money for their hard work, and instead you give them makeup. Sorry, unacceptable, and one of the reasons this business is seen in such a bad way. Gifts are not payment. PR is business, yes, but not payment. If you want to have creators that do content for you and promote your items from the shop, pay them like a freelance employee. You want to be paid for your work too, don't you? Honestly, I am more than disappointed in this. And I was so surprised that they answered. You won't believe that. They answered. Ugh, that is by the way a lot. That was so much easier than I thought actually. But honestly, I hate that application method. So let me try to do this with a brush. I like it with a brush much more because it's a bit thinner. Okay, back to the topic. Honestly, I like this foundation a lot. Holy shit. I really don't like the cushion side. That one looks pretty weird. But the brush side is really nice. So let me just go over everything with a sponge. Ooh. That's a win for sure. Okay, so they read my message and then they actually answered me. They answered me in German. As I said, they are German. So I will put you up the German message, but I will translate it for you. So basically they said, we are sorry if the whole thing came across a little negative. We can't pay anyone out because Monolit is a family business of 2 people. I was already at like pumping. There is nothing left, and the purchase of the palettes from other indie companies is expensive and unfortunately does not leave any large margins. Honestly, if your work model, your shop model, whatever you do, is not leave any bigger margins, you are doing something fucking wrong. You maybe should think about what are you doing wrong. Maybe this is not the right thing to do so. But who am I? I'm not a professional family business owner. By the way, I love this foundation already. I hope it will stay in my wear tests and it will perform nice there. So further on they wrote, which has led us to give smaller bloggers and growing makeup bloggers a chance rather than to address the big ones who sometimes prefer just to want money and enjoy. Okay, how can I describe this the best? They basically just want money. And like the passion for makeup and the makeup application is not really there. That is a good translation for that. So this point here, 4,000 followers plus. This is not a small account anymore. People with 4K followers and more what they want. So they want to have the minimum of 4,000 followers. Do you know how much money they can already get for sponsored content? These are not growing anymore. They are full on in the grow process. These are not small content creators and bloggers. Like, in what world do you live, Monolit Shop? Tell me, please. How delusional are you? Fucking much, I guess. So basically then they wrote, please don't be mad. We have a lot who are very happy to do so. And until now, we are already working with 3 others who do this out of passion. That is bad enough. Honestly, that is so bad that you already are ripping off 3 people. That is, honestly. I understand your view, but please understand we are not Douglas, Purish, or Sephora. We are Monolit and we love indie brands. As if this has something to do with passion or not. This is business. You are basically demanding people to do like a friendship thing. You know, if I was befriended with the brand owners, I would totally do that. But I'm not friends with them. This is fucking business. And they have no clue. And yes, I say this now. These people who run Monolit Shop have no fucking clue how many times or how many like approaches it takes, how many hours of work go into content creation, because none of their posts, none of their pictures on the website, nothing they have displayed anywhere in their socials is made by them. Everything is either stolen or copied. I don't want to assume that they stole it. I hope they ask for permission. I just can hope for is from the brand or from other creators. They never in their whole career that we have seen online have done any photo, any video, any swatches by themselves. And you want to tell me that you love what you do? No, you don't. You saw Just a Chance years ago. I think when I saw it correctly, they were founded in 2017. You just saw a chance to get a foot into this and hopefully making money off of this. And now you realized, oh shit, you have to work to do this. How bad is this? When they do not make so much money out of the shop, I assume they have other jobs. How would they feel if the other jobs will tell you, well, we are looking for people with passion, not people who want money? I cannot tell you how high my heart rate is currently. I could scream, honestly. And I, of course, answered them. So I will put my German answer here again, but I will translate it for you. I wrote, I understand the point, but then your requirements are just wrong here. You cannot ask for creators of like 4K followers plus, because in that size, the money that you get for content is in a 4-digit area. At the end, you just take advantage of good naturedness, and that is simply the truth, to be honest, or something like that. It's so hard to translate what I wrote. You're living in your shop and here on Instagram off of content that you get from other brands and creators. I don't want to use the word stealing because I do not know what kind of contracts you have. I just can hope that you ask for permission. I myself do my content also with passion and I love it. And it would be a complete different case if you just would have asked for help if somebody wants to get into this very family-like business that you do, but you basically called for a job, content creation for your social media and shop, and that unpaid. I hope my translation was not that bad. And this is their answer. Of course, we could have written it in a different way. We have our like contracts and agreements with persons. At the end, everybody can decide what they want to do. Thank you and have a nice Sunday. Do you know what this message is? These are 2 middle fingers in my face. This is in all the subtext and between the lines saying, I don't fucking care what you think. We don't fucking care. We are just wanting to steal content. We want to rip off people. We want to take advantage of good naturedness. We don't want to pay people. We want to have all the content. We want to have a piece of the cake without investing any fucking euro. Oh my god, I'm so mad about this. Let me talk about the makeup item again. This is the Ritual the Fee Eclipse. I thought this is a blush, and I don't know if you have seen the video already. I think it is already up. It's a short where I tried this as blush, but honestly, this is so cool tone. I assume this is probably a good contour for me. It has a bit of a purple undertone, but I do love contours with a purple undertone, so I try to incorporate this now as a super duper dad looking purpley contour. Yep, I think that is much better as contour than it was applied as blush. This one I also haven't shown you yet. I have to calm inside before I keep on talking about this bullshit here. This is the new Beautiful Skin Island Glow Lip and Cheek in Pinch Cheek Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed because I thought this is more red, but this is more orange than red, but it still looks really pretty actually. So let me apply this to bring some of the good mood back, at least to the look of my face. Not the inside of my heart and brain at the moment, because I am I'm boiling inside, honestly. And not only because it's hot here. I am truly afraid if anybody I like, if anybody I follow too, agreed on this and is doing this with them. If so, I can't take them serious anymore and I would unfollow them, honestly. So I just hope that nobody I trust, nobody I like, nobody I have closer contact with in this is doing this now. The thing is, the story is not done yet. There is one more thing to come, and that makes me even madder. So let's talk about something good again. I bought the new Slip Dews from Made by Mitchell. I bought two shades, Crystal Drip and Rose Bling, and today I want to use Crystal Drip. For a moment I was afraid that this is not a balm highlight, that this is a powder, but it is truly a balm. So let me just... Ooh, that is pretty. And it has a golden shift to it, which I did not expect. Or not golden, but warm. But it smells very weird. Ugh, it smells a bit plasticky chemically. Not cool. Made by Mitchell has just a problem with a smell. Like the pore paste, I said it in my video, is just stinking so bad. But I like that. Ooh, I hope Rose Bling looks as good. To set my under eye area, I'm using the Tarte Creaseless Powder, and I was asked if there is a difference between the Tarte Lavender Powder and the Dior one. And I answered in that comment that the Tarte one is a bit thicker, so I tried to show you this. So I just dabbled my finger now a couple times in the net of the Dior one. And you can see my finger basically showing through still. Now let me do the same with the Tarte one. I think the difference is visible. I hope at least so. The Tarte one is thicker in the most possible good way. Best way, in the most best way, in the most possible best way. You know what I mean. With thick, I do not mean that it is cakey thick. It is just, I don't even want to say that it's more pigmented. You know, some powders are just finer, some powders are thicker, but they do not have to look cakier or so. This one was last year my favorite, and this one... There has to go some more time in the year. You know, we have still time before the end of year favorites, but this is very close actually. But I want to set my eye with the pink one today. So let's now talk about the finale of this Monolit situation. Because when you thought that this is it, this isn't, this is not. Now imagine time has passed, a couple days, and things have gotten quiet. You know how it is on social media. There is drama, there's something, and then 2 days later, nobody's talking about this. And to me, that topic was done. You know, I decided for myself, I will definitely not buy any more from Monolit shop. That was the last time with my order. I don't know, like 2 months ago or so. I don't know when it was the last time I ordered from them. I think with the Bella Beauté Bar Oracle Chrome Lighter Palette, that was the last one that I purchased, and could be April. I'm not sure, but could also be May. I have no fucking clue, but it doesn't matter. But I decided for myself that I will not buy from them again because of this. And then... the beautiful A Makeup Journey stumbled across an ad from Monolit shop. An Instagram ad. So, why is this now so dramatic? Let me tell you. They say they do not have money to pay content creators, but they have enough money to pay for Instagram ads. Do you know how expensive Instagram ads are? Let me just, for fun, do it now. So, I take my latest Instagram post, which is a look with the new MAC, the Pride palette, and I want that more people come to my profile. The ad, the targeted audience that Instagram says is okay and fine. So Instagram basically is calculating the cost based on how many people are possibly reached. And although that is now in German, I think it's very, very visible. If I want to reach about 82K up to 22K, I mean, look at that range, I have to pay 939 euro per day. If we take the cost down a bit and say I just want to spend 5 euro a day, my possible reach is somewhat between 640 and 1,700 profiles. Let's say 23 euro a day, then we are at 3K up to 7.8K profiles. And that does not mean that all of these people will follow you. That just means that those people, those probably will get the ad somewhere in their Instagram feed or with the story. Are stories more expensive? Let me check that. No, it's about the same. The numbers are like maybe 100 people more with the stories, but I think what happened here is just very, very much concerning, and I just truly hope that with this video I will open some people's eyes. I will, of course, never tell you now, oh my god, please do not support them, please cancel them, because you know me, I find that is just dumb. I can just tell you what I will do with this, and I will not buy from them anymore. I will not mention them in my posts. I will not tag them. I will not spend my money on them. They lost quite a good paying customer. There were months where I spent like 300 euro, maybe 400 at Monolit shop. But times have changed, and it is honestly so easy now. Oh, I forgot the intercom highlight. So easy now to get these indie brands also in the EU. It is not that hard anymore. When I have to decide, and honestly, this does not have to do anything with what happened here. When I have the choice, do I buy from the brand's website directly and maybe even use an affiliate code of somebody I know and I want to support, then I will always go to that website actually. For example, I know that Monolit carries cosmic brushes. Why on earth should I buy from there? Why should I? I can buy from the Cosmic Brushes website. First of all, it's cheaper than on Monolit shop. And second of all, it's even cheaper, it's even cheaper because I can use an affiliate code. Why should I buy from them? It's dumb. And now they jump on the Asian beauty train. I am pissed times 10 because of that. And since this video is not called Shady Monolit, it's called Shady Brand Behavior, or something like that. I don't know how I will name this video. I, of course, have something more, so I move to the side, and here we have. This is part of a contract that you have to sign when you apply and are approved for the Danessa Myricks affiliate program in Europe. I do not have the full contract, I just have this part because this is, in my opinion, the most concerning part. It's a lot of text, so let me read that to you. When the affiliate creates and posts content featuring the Danessa Myricks Beauty Europe products, the affiliate inherently grants the Danessa Myricks Europe an unlimited, irrevocable, royalty-free license to use, replicate, modify, erase, adapt, publish, translate, derive new work from, and or disseminate the content. The license also permits the Danessa Myricks Beauty Europe to integrate the content into any form, medium, or technology globally without compensation to the affiliate. The rights granted are persistent and will remain in effect perpetuality, including the cessation of the affiliates association with Vanessa Myricks Beauty Europe. Let me translate that into easy words. When you sign this contract and you upload stuff and you use Vanessa Myricks products and you tag Vanessa Myricks stuff, they can do whatever the fuck they want with your content and you will not get a single cent. And some people say probably like, yeah, but you are affiliate, so you get money from purchases. Honestly, affiliations need to be viewed differently to paid content because affiliations I cannot affect. I can provide you my affiliate codes. Yes, I can provide you my links, my affiliate links. But if you use it or not, I cannot manipulate. I can just hope for the best. In the next part, 8.8, it basically says that one of the sentences here says, when there is content on the Vanessa Myricks Europe website that you did because you are an affiliate with them and you ask them to delete this, they won't. They will not do this because it's theirs. But technically it's yours, but it's theirs because you signed that contract. But at the same time, in that last part in 8.9, it says the affiliate acknowledges that the affiliate, not Vanessa Myricks Beauty Europe, is responsible for the contents of the affiliate submission. None of the content that the affiliate submits shall be subject to any obligation of confidence of the part of Vanessa Myricks Beauty Europe, its agents, subsidiaries, affiliates, partner or third-party service provider, and their respective directors, officers, and employees. So basically, let me translate that while I choose my highlighter. I will use this one from V Cosmetics. When you're affiliated with Vanessa Myricks, or your upload and tag is then to be used by Vanessa Myricks Europe, and they can do whatever the shit they want, but they're not responsible for that. That is, again, your side. I am truly shocked how a brand like Vanessa Myricks can do this. I will not judge anybody who signs this contract. It's up to them, 100%. I just hope that as soon they realize that this is not okay and they start to feel uncomfortable, that they can leave this contract. I just hope that it is that easy. My wand is stuck inside. Great. So the question is, of course, now, what can we do about this? At the end, I don't think that it makes a big difference that I do this video. It also doesn't make a big difference that people see this video. What makes a difference is actions. Again, I will not judge anybody who's still buying from Monolit. I can only take my own consequences out of this. And my own consequences, not to buy from them anymore. With that Vanessa Myricks thing, I discussed this with a follower not too long ago. I think there are always two sides also to consider. Because from a consumer's perspective, I don't fucking care what kind of contracts they have with their content creators. That is so not my business. I don't care. And from a content creator's perspective, if I don't like that contract, I can say that I find this is a weird, weird contract. I do not agree on that contract, but nobody's forcing me to then sign it. So I won't. I mean, I did apply for the Vanessa Myricks affiliate program, I think, end of last year or so, but I never got a reply back. If I would apply now and get this contract, I would not sign it. The fact that I talk about this is purely for me and myself because I needed to get this off my chest, and I know that a lot of you do care about stuff like this, and I'm always honest with you, so You know that. But I always I don't judge people, you know? I don't fucking care if you buy from a brand that I find controversial. I don't fucking care if you still use Jaclyn Hill makeup, although Jaclyn Hill is the biggest lying piece of shit ever. I don't care if you follow Michaela, although Michaela is an even bigger liar. Is Jaclyn the bigger liar? I don't know. Who wins? Jaclyn versus Michaela? Who's the bigger social media liar? I don't care. Both are no. But that's my opinion. If you don't care about this, I'm fully fine with you. If you buy from Monolit shop, do whatever you like. There are always two sides to things, and I completely understand that from a customer's point of view, you wouldn't care about this. I myself, from a creator's point of view, I care about this. So for me, the consequence is now to not support them anymore. I still follow them because I do want to see what's coming up. What is the next shady thing? Maybe there is none. Who knows? Seeing this pencil, that is also a thing. If you remember the Glamlight story, I still use them. I just haven't bought from them since that happened. And for those who are new here and who don't know what I mean with the Glamlight story, you know I'm not a gatekeeper, so I will not... Okay, I'm not a gatekeeper. I will just tell you, watch my video on the Glamlight and Nightmare on Elm Street collection. There I explained it in depth, but the short story is I ordered it. My package got lost. They treated me like shit. It took forever to get refund. They tried to gaslight me very, very much. And after like 8 weeks or so, it all of a sudden showed up, but they never apologized or anything. And they even restricted me on Instagram because I started to criticize their behavior underneath their posts. So let's release the hair. Let's... do the wiggles. Actually, that is a really pretty look. I like... Oh, that was a lot of hair. I like the products that I used today. The most surprised I'm actually about the foundation. Like, I don't like the puff that it comes with. That one I immediately toss. But with the brush... And I'm not sure, like, of course, you can also just go with the finger inside and dot it on your face like a regular foundation. But that formulation is pretty nice. And I think I haven't said it. I am shade 13N, Fair Ivory. I was a bit afraid that it is too dark, but honestly, I don't think it is too dark. Let me know. I think it is quite matching. That Eclipse shade from Ritual of the Feet, definitely more of a contour shade for me and not a blush. Way too ashy to be a blush for me. Maybe to mix it and to cool down things, but applied let alone. Great contour. The Ritual of the Feet Moonlit Creature, this was my second time using it. I like the way it looks. In the promo pics, this looks so much more purpley opalescent looking, but please always remember, these are done in professional studio lighting. Of course, these lights are manipulated so that you will see that color better. Maybe they are at a certain angle. Maybe there is a certain light source that will reflect differently. And maybe the light temperature is turned down to a very cool toned light. In the normal lighting, I am able to see the purple shift, but it's not as intense as it looks. But honestly, I like the way this looks, and this is a huge bottle. These are 50 mils of product. What did I pay for? 40 euro, 42 euros, something like that. I'm happy with it. I like it. I kind of like Ritual the Fee. I've tried now so many of their cream products. I also have, let me show you that. These are expensive. I think $36, and in euro it's like 33, 34 euro. These are the Celestial Sphere Gelée eyeglasses, and I ordered the shade Cygnus, because on the model's lid, this looked like a oil spill shade. You can't probably hear this anymore, but I love oil spilly shades. It has a red base, but it's like purple, green, like an oil spill in water. I will not show it now in a swatch because if I do this now, I will regret this eye look. So I will save this for its separate video where it has time to shine. What do you think about this whole thing with Monolit Shop, about the way Danessa Myrix is treating her affiliates or is putting them into contracts? I don't know how they treat their affiliates then. I'm not affiliate with them. Let me know your opinion. Do you even care about this? Or are you like, just as I said, from a customer's point of view, you just do not care, which is fine. Thank you so much for joining me in this Get Ready with me. I am now very curious how your answers are going to be. And if you do not have an opinion on this and you just do not maybe want to share your opinion, which is fine too, but you want to comment because, you know, the algorithm works, then comment cushion or so. So thank you, and I see you in the next one.